and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing another Doctor Who collection update video. I'm doing one of my Doctor Who DVD collection, I guess, for argument's sake. What was I going to say? I haven't done one in years, or what feels like years. I genuinely, of this recording, cannot remember the last time I did one of these videos, so I would hope that I've added quite a few different bits and pieces to the collection, but I'm not 100% sure. But also, because I've got quite a few things to get through today, I won't be going through everything in depth about like each episode and what I thought about them, but I might give you like little brief things about what I think of certain episodes, or if not that, if I've seen said episode or whatnot, you know, like watched it, because sometimes I own some of these episodes, but it takes me quite a while for one reason or another to ever actually get round to watching them, and that, yeah, or if I've not watched the episode in a long time, because that way I can't really give you a sort of synopsis of what I thought about said episode if I haven't watched it in a long time, and that, so yeah, which also might explain why I haven't reviewed said episodes either yet, and that, you know, if it's an episode I have seen, but like, as I say, like, I haven't watched since like sort of, I don't know, 2-3 plus years ago on like the horror channel or something weird like that, or just on DVD or on Watch or W or whatever it was called back in the day. And what was the other thing? I will also be mentioning some other stuff that might not actually physically be in this video either, and by that I mean other things that I own, part of like the Doctor Who Blu-ray range, or Blu-rays and other bits and pieces that I have. That'll make more sense at the end of the video. Also, before I forget, it's the 25th of September of this recording, so yeah, if you were even curious about what the date was. But yeah, so first of all, we have the Dalek Invasion of Earth, which I haven't watched in quite some time. I think I've only watched it once, and I don't think I've reviewed it on the channel. We have the War Games. Nope, not the War Games. The War Machines, which I have got a review of on the channel. The next story in chronological order I have is the 10th Planet, but the reason why I don't have the DVD is because, or physically here, is because I have the Regenerations box set. The Invasion, first Patrick Troughton story that I've got, which I haven't watched, so I have no, of this recording I haven't watched yet, unfortunately, but so I have no opinion on it. The War Games, which again I have actually reviewed on the channel, but again it's in the Regenerations box set. Spearhead from Space, which is the finally got the limited edition or special edition version of that, so it's not got the awful it's not got the awful cover. Doctor Who and the Silurians, The Ambassadors of Death, Inferno Special Edition, Terror of the Autons, which I really do like. I really like both these stories, Inferno and Terror of the Autons, so yeah. I think I've reviewed Inferno on the channel, and Terror of the Autons, mind you. The Mind of Evil, The Claws of Axos, Colony in Space, The Demons. So that concludes season 8, I think it is, so jump into the second season. Moving into season 9, you've got Day of the Daleks, The Sea Devils, The Mutants, The Three Doctors, unfortunately not the special edition version, The Green Death, again not special edition one, The Time Warrior, really cracking story, I love that one. Invasion of the Dinosaurs, which again I haven't watched, unfortunately. Even though I know that the dinosaurs are supposed to be really hokey. Death of the Daleks. I think the main problem with this one, I think I might have reviewed Death of the Daleks on the channel, and that, but my main critique of it overall personally is that it's sandwiched between two better Dalek stories, like the previous one being Planet of the Daleks, which unfortunately I don't have, but I have watched once on the horror channel, I think it was, or years ago, or what feels like years ago, and Planet of the Daleks I really like, and I think it's probably the best John Pertwee Dalek story, and then obviously the next Dalek story is a lot better as well. So again, I think Death of the Daleks, I think if it was placed and not sandwiched between two different Dalek stories, it might actually be more highly regarded, I think. Robot, which I just adore, and I have reviewed on the channel. The Ark in Space Special Edition, Sontaran Experiment, Genesis of Daleks, which is just a classic, Revenge of the Cybermen, which completes Season 12. Going in at Season 13, you've got Terror of the Zygons, Planet of Evil. I think I've reviewed those two, Terror and Planet of the Evil. Pyramids of Mars, which again is a classic. I'm not sure if I've reviewed that one on the channel. And The Android Invasion, I have watched a few times, but not reviewed, I don't think, on the channel. Brain of Morbius, again, watched quite a few times, but not reviewed. Seeds of Death, Seeds of Doom, even. I always get mixed up between Seeds of Doom and Seeds of Death. And then The Mask of Mandragora. I think that one, Mask of Mandragora, starts the next season, I think, now. So we're in season 12, 13, 14, I think. Hand of Fear, notorious for being Sarah's last story, obviously. The Deadly Assassin. I can't remember if I've reviewed this one on the channel, Deadly Assassin, but it's a classic, I love it. Face of Evil. Leela's first story. Robots of Death, which unfortunately is still the really old one, so it's got the naff cover. And likewise with Talons of Wang-Chiang, really naff cover. Horror of Fan Rock, haven't watched that in years. Invasion, The Invisible Enemy, again, haven't watched that one in years, but the most notorious thing for that is that it's, infamous thing about, or the standout thing about that is the fact that it's, introduction of K9. Invasion of Time, Leela's last story, unfortunately. Destiny of the Daleks, which I think is a bit of an underrated classic, and well, not even a classic, but underrated episode, and also a bit of a guilty pleasure episode, in my opinion. City of Death, absolutely adore it, and I think I have reviewed it on the channel, and I think it is, of this recording anyway, a 10 out of 10 story, I adore it. Shada, which, of this recording, I haven't watched for some dumb reason. Nightmare of Eden, I really don't like it. Megalos, a little bit of a guilty pleasure. Keeper of Traken, haven't watched in years. Logopolis, likewise, haven't watched in years. Cash Revolver, now we've got into the Pete Davidson years. Haven't watched that in years either, but I think I have reviewed it on the channel. It's one of my most viewed Classic Who episodes that I've reviewed. Fort of Doomsday, I actually quite like Fort of Doomsday for some weird reason. The Visitation Special Edition, since I've ironically got it on special, since I got the special edition, I haven't watched it as of this recording, unfortunately, but I have seen it, if that makes sense. I've seen the older version and that, but I haven't watched and reviewed the new version that I've got. Black Orchid, all I can say is the last time I tried to watch Black Orchid, I fell asleep. Earthshock, 10 out of 10, adore it. Should hopefully have reviewed it on the channel, can't honestly remember. Doctor Who, The Five Doctors, the 25th anniversary edition, in like a collector sleeve, which I'm pretty sure this is a really, really rare version of the Five Doctors to get now, so that's pretty cool to have in my collection. Because I always get confused as to whether or not this is the 25th anniversary of Doctor Who, but it's actually, the Five Doctors, if I'm not mistaken, is the 20th anniversary of Doctor Who, but this version is, as I say, the 25th anniversary, sort of special version, so yeah, that's really cool to have that. I should really have, maybe in retrospect, got that signed by Peter Davison, but yeah, when I met him back in 2019, I think it was now. Feels like a lifetime ago with the whole stupid pandemic. But Doctor Who, Warriors of the Deep, absolute crap story. But I mean, after sort of a special, what do you expect? Frontios feels really unique and quite grim and dark and just weird from what I remember anyway. I think I have reviewed that one on the channel. Resurrection of the Daleks. A really good, really dark story. I think I heard somewhere online someone totted up all the deaths in Resurrection of the Daleks, and they reckon that there's more deaths in that story than there are deaths in Terminator 2, which, if that's true, that's insane. Attack of the Cyber... now we move on to the Sixth Doctor era. Oh, wait, actually, I do also have Caves of Androzani, but again, that's in the Regenerations box set. Likewise with Planet of the Spiders, and a second copy of Logopolis. Now moving into the Colin Baker years, the infamous Colin Baker years, I've got Attack of the Cybermen. I'm not a massive fan of it, but I know my friend Michael is, so, you know, and if you like the story, more power to you. I think I might have reviewed it on the channel, I can't remember. Vengeance on Varos Special Edition. It's probably one of the better stories of the pre-sort of Trial of a Time Lord era of of Colin. The Two Doctors, which I genuinely cannot remember anything from. I don't think I've watched it in years and years. Revelation of the Daleks. Can't say I remember much about it, if I'm being honest. Delta and the Bannerman is pretty bad from what I remember, but I might like it. I don't know. I think part of me, the one thing I did say, if I have reviewed it on the channel, I think I did say about it is that it's I like the fact that it's set in a like sort of caravan sort of centre, I guess, because for me as a person who goes to those places quite a few times, or at least once or twice a year, I like that aspect. Silver Nemesis, which was supposed to be for the Silver 25th anniversary sort of year, I think. It's absolute garbage. I really don't like it. I hate the Cybermen design in that. Their voices are pretty naff. The guns are weird. The story's just generally weird and a hodgepodge mess. On the flip side, Remembrance of the Daleks, the special edition, finally got that a while back, as opposed to the just standard one, because that cover was awful for the standard one. Remembrance of the Daleks, classic, love it. Should hopefully have reviewed it on the channel. Again, another sort of anywhere between 8 to 10 out of 10 sort of story. Moving up to the second shelf, we have the rest of the McCoy years. We have the complete season 26. So yeah, we have The Greatest Show in the Galaxy, which I haven't watched in years. I might have only watched once or twice. Battlefield, which is a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine, honestly, of the McCoy years. I adore it, and that's saying something, because I don't even really like the whole sort of fantasy Knights of the Round Table slash King Arthur sort of Merlin aspect. I mean, I like that they keep referring to the Doctor as Merlin, and that, I like that aspect, and I actually quite like it, but again, I think it's because it's one of the earliest McCoy stories I ever got. Ghostlight, can't say I remember anything about it. Can't even say if I've watched it all the way through, or if I have, I don't remember anything about it. Curse of Fenric, Survival being the infamous last story of Classic Who and that. So yeah, the 1996 TV movie Blu-ray for the 20th anniversary of the release of the 1996 TV movie. They released it on Blu-ray. The Tom Baker years, I didn't know where else to put it, so although I did also once see the Sylvester McCoy one of these in HMV, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't buy that either, so I could have put that sort of on the other side, just between Survival and the 1996 TV movie. Then we have Scream of the Schalke animated sort of thing for the 30th, I think it was, 2003 30th anniversary of Doctor Who. Back in the early days of the internet, dial-up 6-part story with what's his face, Richard E. Grant, even as the Doctor. Series. Now we move on to the new series of Doctor Who. We have the complete Series 1 box set, which is just absolutely falling to pieces and is dead, and yeah, is really old and really sort of dusty, and yeah, I just have it for posterity reasons at this point. And then moving on all the way over to the shelf over here, you have Series 2 in its limited edition-y thing, and that, and yeah, that's a thing over there that I just don't have obviously room for on this main shelf. So it doesn't actually bother me at all that Series 2 is there. I know some people get annoyed that Series 2 is over there and that I don't have it on the main shelf, but who cares? And also 2, who cares? And 2, I don't have the space because I have all of the old, and you'll see in a minute, all the old sort of retro DVD chunky monkey friggin' boxes of all the old all modern Doctor Who, as opposed to these slim steel cases that a lot of other Doctor Who YouTubers have. But 1, they're limited stock, and 2, they're expensive, and 3, everyone buys them, so then they jack up the prices on eBay, and it's very frustrating. So yeah, Series 3, which I think is also quite a limited edition-y one, because it's got this like lenticular thing of like, I am the master vote Saxon sort of thing, so that's cool. Series 4, which I think is again just this one's just a sort of standard big box version of Series 4. The specials, the specials, which in the scripts are still counted as Series 4 in the scripts and on Netflix, which kind of makes sense. Limited edition Series 5 box set into the Matt Smith years now. Really enjoyed that. Series 6 limited edition, which is kind of funny because I'm not a massive fan of Series 6, but yeah, got this big like bulbous like silence thing, and the reason why that's there is some bits, some marks there is because I think the cat scratched it, so damn you, cat. Series 7 complete, so Matt Smith's last one. The collector's edition / limited edition of the Day of the Doctor 50th sort of thing, which is very much pride and joy of my collection, and that's the limited number that I have, 5,583, which I'm not sure how many there were, like how much it was limited to, but I am very, very happy that I have that in my collection. Series 8 collector's edition as well, so I'm not sure if the like non-collector's edition of Series 8 is just as slim as this, but thank God by this point, by the Capaldi era, they started making the cases and all releases for the series slimmer. Then for some weird reason they went back to a chunkier box, or slightly chunkier box, with Series 9, which again is kind of funny because I'm not a massive fan of Series 9, but yeah, Series 9 of Doctor Who. Then again another rather slim one with Series 10, brilliant series, do really like it myself. Twice Upon a Time, yep, single release, because by the time that Series 10 came out, they couldn't unfortunately include Twice Upon a Time in there. Series 11, Doctor Who, the very infamous, controversial series of Doctor Who. And then the most recent release that I've picked up was Doctor Who Resolution, which I'm kind of kicking myself about because apparently, if I'm not mistaken, on Amazon, the Series 12 box set, Series 12, complete series includes Resolution, so if and when I do get that, hopefully for Christmas this year, from my mum, if and when I do get that, hopefully, Series 12 on DVD, I will be selling this release, because obviously I won't need it, because it's just sort of, if I already have the episode included in the next series. So that then begs the question, I wonder if Series 13 would have the new Christmas Day special one that's coming out this year, even though Series 13 won't be out until, or at least aired on TV until 2022 maybe, so it might not even be out in DVD and Blu-ray until like 2023, which is insane. But yeah, that's my complete Doctor Who DVD collection / Blu-ray, I guess, because you've got one Blu-ray there. I've also, as I say, got the Regenerations box set up there, and so I do have the 10th Planet all the way through to the End of Time part 1 and 2, I think, in there. Plus, obviously, Capaldi's last story, so Twice Upon a Time, and then yeah, I'm almost complete with the new series. So as I say, I'm up to Resolution. I just don't have Series 12, but hopefully that will be rectified by Christmas. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And what were the other things that I was going to mention? I was also going to mention that I have Season 12 on Blu-ray, the complete Blu-ray collection of Season 12. So I've got Season 12 both on DVD and Blu-ray for some bizarre reason. I've also got the 30th anniversary of Trial of a Time Lord on VHS, which it's not all of, I don't think, the Trial of a Time Lord, but it's some of it, like the first couple of episodes / parts of episodes. And then I've also got the Peter Cushing movies as well downstairs, which include the first 2 Peter Cushing movies and that. So yeah, what else? That's about everything that's in my collection. But as I say, the VHS tapes are in my wardrobe, the Regenerations box set's there, then I've got, Series 2 over there, chilling over there, on DVD, and then I've got Peter Cushing movies and Season 12 of Blu-ray of the Blu-ray of Season 12 and the Peter Cushing movies downstairs. So, but as I say, in my bedroom, these are all the main ones that are on the shelf, and as of the classic series, as of this recording, I have season complete. I have Season 7, 8, so John Pertwee's first 2 seasons, 12, 13 and 14, Tom's first, second, third series, and then season 26. So of the classic series, I'm down to, from 26 series in total, there are obviously down to 20 series left to get on DVD. So yeah, because as I say, I've got the other ones on DVD at this of this recording. And if you're wondering why I don't just have all the Blu-ray collectors, the Blu-ray collection things, it's because they're really expensive. I only have a Blu-ray player and it's only downstairs, so that would limit how much I could watch said episodes. And then also, I just they're really expensive. I mean, for what they are, I think they're worth getting, but also, you know, scalpers and the fact that like they're really limited stock on Amazon and that, so everyone, as I say, scalpers will just up the price and all that, and it's very irritating. But yeah, as I say, sorry for the rant there, but as I say, this is just all my DVDs that I have of this recording on the 25th of September. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please do comment, rate and subscribe.